I titled this A Message from Grandpa, and I'll explain that. But I view a lot of things religion wise as God is like 10,000 years of our grandfathers screaming at us from beyond the grave for one reason or another. And the message from Grandpa with China and COVID and everything else is that you're a fucking coward and he's calling you on your bullshit. I say that because currently the home of the free and the land of the brave is the home of the coward and the land of the slave. Now, it's fucking true. Look at us. Look at us all hide in our homes with our guns, afraid of the terrible federal government, afraid of the police, afraid to call out the fucking criminals that run this country. I'm tired of this shit. Whether you think Trump was evil or Biden was evil or whatever, do you not see that it's wrong that the executive branch in Washington, D.C. has enough power to dictate shit over your daily lives? Rebel. If this is what they're going to do, stop participating in their shit. Form your own economy, form your own bank, be your own country. That's what I am doing. Wherever I am, that's Scotland now. Or fucking Morocco, or whatever country that I want to fucking call my land. Governments come and go. I'll still be here. And this is the thing I think a lot of people don't get. If you make shit bad enough, you don't make me a king. You make whoever I like king, and I have someone in mind. And what I mean by that? What I mean by that is I'm pretty smart, and I'm pretty good with a gun. I know a whole bunch of people that are that way. And I'm the person that thinks of shit to do and or make. I'm the wizard. They're the knights. Whoever I'm fucking giving my shit to is the king. Do you get the relationship now? Like, if you put us in the end of the world, I make weapons. I fix weapons. I can do all sorts of shit. I can do everything from make trebuchets and black powder cannons to run CNC machines. Tell me what you want to do. And the people that I know are of similar mindsets to me. Like, this is the thing that, like, if you really want things to get worse, have a fucking war. Any war. If it's fucking nukes or if it's fucking a civil war, whatever, it's going to be an opportunity for people to seize power. And, like, at this point, you're just praying that the good people win. And are there good people? No, not really. At best, there might be some crazy fucks like me that believe in freedom. I'll be wherever they are. At worst, the Democrats end up in control because they have fucking robots or some shit that come and kill us all. Like, this is the this is the thing about any war now. It's going to be beyond your comprehension. Like, you should go watch the Atom Project and Starship Troopers and Halo and some of that shit. That's World War III that you're looking at, folks. I've seen bits and pieces of it. They've been working on this for years. Half of our shit going to the Middle East was to prepare a battle space for this. The other half of it was to get our tech squared away. We did a lot of shit in what we did in Iraq and Afghanistan, going from essentially damn near Vietnam era forces to what we have today is insane. Like, your average infantryman is better equipped than special forces were 10 or 15 years ago. I'm not saying to start a war. What I am saying is these people are going to fucking end the world. So you should prepare accordingly. I'm preparing to be like some sort of blacksmith hooker in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. Whoever the head marauder is. Not that that's a fantasy, but maybe a little. Oh. It's an odd thing still being you and being treated completely differently by the entire world. The entire world treats me differently because of how I look now. It's an interesting thing. That's ought to be fun in the end of the world, to be honest. The reason I say that is because whenever you underestimate anyone, whether it's, someone underestimating me on the street or fucking China underestimating the US or vice versa, that's when you get hurt. I think the US is about to get hurt. I think China's going to get hurt too. I don't know who's going to get hurt worse. I think we are going to war over Taiwan. It's going to be a hot war. I think China's invading Taiwan soon. We're talking days, probably. Could be a month or two. Like, maybe they move a bunch of forces into position and just keep moving forces and keep moving forces and keep moving forces. And they invade when the tide is right in October. That would be a smart play, but I think they're kind of angry. They might go early. And like, the reason that they're angry is like a concept that the West doesn't even understand, really. In China, the concept of face is a big deal. And this is like honor, respect in the public sphere. So, like, it's one thing for Nancy Pelosi to talk shit about Taiwan in America in private. It's a bigger deal for her to go on the news and talk about it. And for her to fly all the way to Taiwan and then make a speech about Taiwan after Xi Jinping has threatened all of this shit, you might as well just spit in his face and say, "Bring it, slant eyes." Like, I don't know what her fucking thought is with that shit. Like, we just challenged the leader of China to a fucking duel with nukes. Right now we are, what's his face? Ricky Bobby and Talladega Nights going, "Break it, Frenchie! I can take it." Like, they have us pinned to the table and they have our arm ready to be broken. And instead of apologizing, we're telling them to break it. It's very American, really. Like, honestly, I didn't think that we had this in us, and I'm wondering who the fuck told Nancy Pelosi to do this? Like, who has a gun to her husband's head somewhere, like, telling her to fucking, ride Bully ride off into the fucking sunset off the fucking cliff? I don't even fucking know, man. Like, I wish I could talk to my grandfather. I think that's what this video is. It's like, I usually have a pretty good bead on the world. To some extent. I know what's up more than most people. I no longer know what's up. There's an X factor in this that I have no knowledge of whatsoever, unless it's aliens. Like, I'm not. I'm disinclined to believe that one right now because of how serious this shit is. So maybe it's aliens, but like that's a wild card. And like, if that's the case, I don't know how or why they would get Pelosi to do what she's doing, unless she's one of the like. This is like the crazy conspiracy theory, right? Is Pelosi a fucking lizard person? I mean, she looks like one. Like that's the shit right there. That's probably gonna lose me some audience, but I don't care. The bitch looks like she is like in a nigger suit. She has her face lifted any more time, she's gonna like explode. I think we're gonna end up in a land war in China. And I don't know what that looks like in the 21st century. And if if you are in between the ages of 18 and 80, sorry, 18 and like 50 for sure, you should get ready to be drafted. They're going to draft us all as fucking drone pilots. I've said that a couple of times now. We're going to be fucking killing hundreds of thousands of fucking people from the safety of our living rooms. It's somewhat terrifying. I'm concerned about how the world looks after all this shit. I think anyone with half a brain is too. It's not the weapons really, it's the more powerful the weapons get, the more power can be concentrated into fewer hands. And right now, we are at a point with weapons technology where there's a very small cabal of people that have the power of God. And they like that, I think. That's why I don't think we're ever going to find out about any of that Bob Lazar shit. Like, we're going to see some crazy fucking aircraft show up in this next war out of nowhere. But that's just a new thing we invented or whatever. They're not going to fucking tell you about the aliens. I don't think they'll ever tell anybody about that. Well, I'm going to cut this off here. That's about all I had to say. Uh, Good morning and, you know, welcome to fucking Vietnam 2.0. Space Marines go to fucking China or whatever the fuck this is going to be. Everybody's been wondering why, like, all of my shit looks like I fell out of the jungle. I've been doing nothing but like researching the Vietnam conflict and the Korean conflict and the Chinese military pretty much my whole life because I was under the impression that we were going to go to war with China sooner rather than later. And I wanted to be well informed no matter what I was doing. Like, if I'm shoveling shit in Louisiana, I'll be well informed. Like, part of my thing is, I don't think this is really a holy war. I don't think any of what we do right now is holy. Like, it's all in response to a bunch of bullshit. We're being manipulated into a war. I don't like it. Talk to you guys later.